Pop Squat. Coming at ya. We've got a track sent in from John. John, this was in a group of stuff that John sent in that had 3-4 different songs in it. And I think there's one more song left on the list that he sent me. This is called Back Home from Lil B. What does this say? Lil B Back Home music video. Let this soak into your soul. Soul music. Based music. Yeah, that makes sense. I have not listened to a ton of Lil B. People always want me to listen to more Lil B, and I was happy to see him come up again today. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, 91 videos, so yeah, there's too many things with Lil in it. Can I put quotes around this so it only gets me Lil B? No, I cannot. So hard to say how many Lil B videos I have done. This is produced by Clams Casino. It is track 19 on Green Flame that came out in 2012. I don't think I've listened to anything off of Green Flame. I go dumb. Let's see, this is listed as rap, cloud rap, and West Coast. I guess let's just give this a listen and see. Back Home is the name of the track. And thanks again to John for sending this in. 2 minutes, 59 seconds. Let's do it.
Yeah. Green Flame. I'ma tell you, like, still in the hood, driving through every day, like, man, this shit just crazy, man. I can't believe this shit. This shit hurts your heart when your mom get evicted, but I keep my head up, my game is never restricted. Nigga said I threw salt when he took that loss, but I'ma tell you like this, bitch, I never been shifted. Riding that new presidential is shifting, man, I drive them old whips, that sick shit. I'ma tell you like this, niggas was rocking on 6th Street, talking to the people, man, the rest was history. My life was crazy, homeless people giving me peach coffee. Charlie, thank you for surely, never forget, I'll see you real early, giving me some game. Niggas was rocking too thoroughly, bus rides, meet niggas in the back like, bro, what you doing? Shit, I'm trying to get straight like grown ass men, but we only 14 and 15 and 16. That's the crazy thing. Niggas coming out with weird dreams, wanted to be a doctor, but the streets changed everything. I'ma go to college and be a neurosurgeon. Fuck with me, I'm a bruiser and I try to save ya. I'm a Oakland Raider and a Frisco 49er. Dope in the, that's why your boy got recliners. People watching on the block, man, every hour. Niggas on the, man, they follow. Same crackers playing games like it's no tomorrow. Riding with the chop out here looking Zorro. Black mask, black everything awkward. Living life like a movie, not shotters. Niggas talking about the Players Club, fuck them. I ain't talking about this shit, man, to ball. Nigga playing 20 stacks for the head tomorrow. I'ma come with that metal like Dave Navarro. What you wanna do, man? Shit on my back. People getting wrapped up and chased off the map. I'ma tell you like this, I want no money from it.
This is the first song I think I've done by him that really has talked about his past and what he's gone through in like very clear terms, right? Not just like alluding to things, but like talking of sitting on the back of the bus, having to be real men at 14, 15, 16 years old, and how him and everybody he grew up with had dreams, desires, wants that they wanted to get out of life. I want to like get out of life. I want to be a doctor. I want to, and he's got homeless people giving him coffee and mom getting evicted and just a whole bunch of crazy shit. And it's really kind of amazing to me that, I mean, what is he here? When did this come out? 2012, did I say? I don't remember exactly how old he is, but I mean, here he's got to be 20? ish, right? And he comes out of all this stuff that he's telling us here, if it's all true, right? I have to assume it's all true. I have to assume this is his background, what he went through. Because that's what he's telling us in the story. Even if it's fictional, it's still coming from somewhere, right? And what he gets out of that is, don't be shitty to other people. I mean, that's the whole based philosophy, right? Be a good person. Don't shit on people who are lower than you. Don't punch down. Not lower than you. Don't add to the pain that other people are going through. Don't add to the problems that other people are having to deal with just because you can, because you have the luck, the power, the ability to be in a better place in life than they do. Yeah, well, fuck, you could have been in the same place. And he was in that same place, right? Like, that's what he learned from that is, I ended up here. Anybody could end up here. This is where I wanted to be. This is where my friend who wanted to be a neurosurgeon wanted to be. So why be a dick? Don't be a dick. Just don't do it. Does it give you some weird, twisted pleasure to cause somebody else a little more pain? To know that you've made the world a worse place? That's not power, that's weakness. Like, that's shit. That's just... And so it makes me look at his stuff and go, fuck, man. There's wisdom he's got there, that hard won. There's people who go their entire lives who never learn what he learned by 16, 18, 20 years old. And it's pretty amazing. It's really and then what makes him even more special is that he made it out. And he made it out not just on his talent of being able to rap and make music and write lyrics, but how he chose to present himself, what he wrote about, this based attitude, right? And it's funny because I don't know where the based term comes from, but what I always thought about it when I heard the term, I was like, based. I'm like, I kind of understand that, because what I see it as is starting from a solid place, like something that you can build from, right? And I think that fits with what he's talking about. I don't know. This is a pretty remarkable song to me. This is an interesting song because he's talking about, back home, being back home, going back home, thinking about being back home, what he went through when he was back home. And it's, again, I say this a lot, it is so unlike my upbringing. I was brought up in a small town in Wisconsin. We didn't have buses, let alone people on the back of buses. Like, we didn't have... what else does he talk about here? I'm sure there's talk about drugs and strung out people. We didn't have homeless people. It's hard for me to imagine now, having lived in the Seattle area for so long, not having homeless people. Like, my hometown, like most small towns, at least in the past, did not have homeless people. And if they did, it was like a random one-off. Now it's a fucking epidemic. Anyway, I'm not going to get into the homelessness issue. It's a really good track. It's really, I'm talking about it a lot because it's actually really affected me. Like, I'm listening to the stuff he's talking about and I go, yeah, you don't know where you're going to end up, and you don't know how how what you want out of life is going to play out. You don't know. I mean, fuck, I'm 54-year-old white guy who should have property by now. No. Right? Like, you would expect me to have like a nice house, and I've fucked it all up. And it's not all my fault. There's a lot of other stuff that goes into it, but this is not where I wanted to be in life at 54 years old. And I don't know if I'm ever going to get out of it. So you don't know where life is going to take you. And I've talked before, like, a lot of it's my fault because of drinking, and that's the price I have to pay. Is my life is fucked. And it's nice to know that people have gone from, feeling like my life is fucked to being successful. And I think Lil B is one of those people who you look at and you go, he could have ended up somewhere completely different. A nothing, a nobody, a body in the street. And how many people does that happen to? I don't know. It's really a good song. And maybe I'm reading more into it than I should, but I don't think I am. I think these are the sorts of thoughts he wants you to have when you listen to his music. Think about where you're at, where you thought you were going to be at this age, at a different age, in 10 years, in 20 years. How's it going to work out for you? You don't know. So why not be good to the people around you who are trying to survive, who are trying to get ahead? And hopefully they do it in a way that's also not dickish. It's a good track. It's a really thought-provoking track. To me it is. Let's keep going.
I'ma dumb out on these pussy-ass, bitch-ass niggas, man. I'ma tell you, like, man, these niggas can't fuck with me, man. We back on that shit, man. We back on that shit. I'ma tell you like this, man. Niggas don't got a choice but to fuck with me, so I'm like, man, fuck these niggas, man, to the core, bro. I'ma tell you like this, man. I'm back on my other shit, Green Flame other. Yeah. Yeah, the back to the home, niggas.
Yeah, good track. I also want to say one thing. When I talk about myself in these videos, it's because I'm my best frame of reference, right? I can talk about me, and I'm not saying something based on secondhand knowledge. So when I talk about, like, hey, things didn't work out in my life the way they thought they would, I can say that in all honesty and with the knowledge I have about my life. It's not like, oh, poor pitiful me. Like, no, fuck it. Like, I just have to deal with this. This is just my life. That's just it. I appreciate the help that everybody gets me, but I try not to be whiny about it. I hope people don't think I'm whiny about it. It's my only frame of reference, right? Like I said, I know myself best, and my life, and the choices I've made, and what's gone on, and the choices that other people have made that have affected my life, and the fact that I have to deal with all of the fallout from that stuff. That's just how it is. And that's how I have to interpret the lyrics that I read. I'm not going to grab some random person and say, oh, well, this happened to them, so this must be... No, I can't do that. I'm not going to do that. It would be completely. It would be bullshit. I'd much rather be honest about things. And anyway, I felt like I needed to comment on that because I hope people don't listen to my videos and go, why is this old fucking guy whining about his life? Like, I don't fucking care. I know you don't care, but it's the only point of reference I have, so that's what I could use. Good track. That might go on my favorites just because it's thought provoking. It really makes me think about a whole lot of shit, and it's pretty amazing. Yeah, he does good stuff. And most of what's good about his stuff, most of what's amazing about his stuff are the lyrics, the stories. He knows what he's doing. It's good. John, thank you for sending that in. I appreciate it. Pop Squat. Check it out. Please like, subscribe, and share. If you want to send me something to listen to, CashApp, PayPal, Patreon information is all down below in the description of this video. Also down there is a playlist that I put together for the end of January, that has a whole bunch of music on it. So go check that out and give it a listen. I will be back tomorrow with some more music videos to react to, and songs, since that's really what I'm doing. Have a good night. Have a good night. I gotta go pay rent. Ugh. Bye.